Well, wine tasting is a really fun experience that is, and most of the time you find a local tasting room to do it. But why not make it much more convenient and perhaps even more fun, definitely more fun, and have a wine tasting party in your own home? Well, Jessica Fleming is a certified sommelier, and she is the owner of Clink Wine Education to show us how to do it. It's nice to have you.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, I love how you had a background in wine in Napa, and then you said, you know what, I'm going to take this and kind of make it my own. And then you created this experience where we can have a party, but we don't have to really be concerned.
Right.
So you come alongside and you say, don't worry, Steph, I'm going to help you out here.
Exactly. So often people want to be enjoying wine at home and not have to worry about driving or the cost of going elsewhere. So why not experience the world of wine right in your living room? Really, all you need, because wine is about experiencing something new and enjoying yourself, is a bottle of wine that you haven't tried before and some friends. You know, enough so you can open a few bottles without any concern.
You always know that the stage has been appropriately set when you have a sock monkey that's, that's over your wine bottle. Then you know it's going to be a very good time.
Yeah, the sock monkey is actually great if you want to add the level of anonymity to the experience and give your guests a little bit to guess about. Makes a game out of it as well.
Okay, so let's assume that we wanted to just get started. We would create our guest list, yes?
Yes.
And then what?
Well, definitely try something new. So I recommend going to your local wine shop. AZ Wine is one of my favorites. And really, you can talk to the clerk about picking out some particular wines, but be adventurous.
Okay.
And then the second step is to have proper stemware. So I recommend something with a stem, so you can hold the wine without heating it with your hands, and you don't get the bowl dirty with fingerprints. And then you want to have an ample bowl so that you have plenty of room.
So we can sniff
to swirl.
We stick our nose right in there.
Yeah, sniff it's right in there. But you also want to be able to swirl vigorously.
Okay.
It allows all of the aromatics in the wine to evaporate into the air above the glass and have access to your nose. So
and I think people sometimes get a little concerned, or they kind of joke, they're like, oh, I'm going to spill my wine. But if we're doing a tasting, we're not talking about the glass being full to here, and we're swirling it and it's coming out.
Exactly.
So we're talking tastings.
Tasting pours.
Responsibly appropriate samples.
Well, and part of the beauty of wine is that it actually has the ability to change over time as it interacts with oxygen, which is another reason why a decanter is great to have.
Okay.
You want to start with one taste, do the whole process. Look at your wine, definitely write down all of your notes so that you can refer back to them.
And so by notes, we would take things like, oh, it just, you know, even if we don't have the palate for it, things that make sense to us.
Certainly. Everybody has different sensory tools they're working with, different sensitivities, and wine tasting is really about learning how yours work and what you like.
Okay.
So you want to note that down. But enabling the wine to have a little bit of interaction with air means that it's going to taste differently from the time you open it to tasting it again maybe 30 minutes down the line.
It looks like we should also have the the proper reinforcement for any kind of party, because there's going to be that one person that you invite and you go, gosh, I knew I shouldn't have invited them, because they're going to spill wine all over your carpet.
Save your
stuff
carpet,
really works, though.
Save your favorite shirt. It is exactly what it is. It's absolutely amazing. Smells kind of like oranges, so you might want to do it outside, away from the tasting, so you don't kind of ruin the aroma in the air.
Well, lastly, how can people get a hold of you if they want more information and maybe need a little bit more guidance through this?
Yeah, certainly. I have a website. It's clinkwineedu.com, or my email address is clinkwine@gmail.com. Or come visit me at Practical Art. I do an event every fourth Friday at Swirl, Sniff, Sip, Camelback and Central from 7 to 9 p.m. And it's free.
It's free. We like free.
Come visit me.
Well, we're going to have all that information that Jessica just told us online on our website. That's, of course, SonoraandLiving.com.